Follow Cheap Not Broke on Instagram and TikTok at Cheap Not Broke.
Cheap Not Broke fam. What's going on? How we doing? It's Wednesday. It's time for the Wednesday rant. Thank you for tuning in again. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Oh man, I put up a couple reels and we got some subscribers, baby. We at 1350. People are tuning in. I hope they're watching tonight. If it's your first time, thank you for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe button. If you're tuning back in, thank you for coming back. Hit the like button. Everyone's always appreciated. This is what we call Wednesday Rant, where we pick a topic, I pick a topic, and we rant on it. Yes, we rant on it, and this is what we talk about today. I got something for you today, boy. I got this as my granddaddy would say, burn my britches. Just burn my britches. I ain't like it. Out here doing people wrong and stuff. Today's topic, what we ranting about today, self-checkout is expensive, but I really wanted to say self-checkout is a scam. I just didn't want YouTube to flag me for the topic, whatever. But self-checkout is a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. And the reason why I said this, I ran across this article, and it was devastating. It was terrible. It was terrible. But before I get to that, I didn't really think about it. Somebody was telling this joke about self-checkout, and I didn't really think about this. They got rid of everybody else, and they got us doing the damn work. You're doing the work second. I go to self-checkout all the time because I think it's fast, it's quick. Scan my stuff, I'm gone. Sometimes the line be a little bit long, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'm just trying to get up out of here. I like self-checkout for that reason. However, but when this person's like, they fired half the staff and they got you doing the work. I'm like, damn it, yeah. Here I am back to bagging groceries, scanning my own stuff. You don't get paid for it, and you're paying because you got to pay 10 cents. I know in California, we got to pay 10 cents for the bag. 10 cents for the bag. But however, they tell you, oh, bring your own bag. Well, I bring my own bag. Now you run around looking at me like I'm stealing. So I don't know about all that. But self-checkout is it's a scam. It's a scam, man. I don't like all that stuff. The reason why I like it for that reason. The reason why, first of all, the barcodes be hard as hell to find. You know how hard it is to find some of them barcodes? I be flipping that stuff 6, 7 times. I don't work here. I don't know what the barcode is. I don't even know what this is called. Oh, we'll just type in the scan. I'm like, I didn't come here to do no spelling. I came here to scan and go. I came here to get up out of here fast. But messing around with the self-checkout, sometimes things don't work. And then you know how it go. When you mess up, you got to go get some help. Hey, can you come over here and help me? It's not working. And they got to come in and put the code in. It be taking too much time. It's taking too much time. But what happened? What did I read? Why did I really want to get on this night? It was a lady. She's an Olympian. And she got arrested because of self-checkout. She got arrested. And I've heard about this happening a few times to people. But, this is like in little small towns in different states. Not out here in California because people robbing the whole store. Nobody's going to jail. But this lady, she was a former Olympian, and she was a NCAA softball coach. So she was coaching softball at a college. Anyway, she went to Walmart and she bought some groceries. She bought $176 of groceries that she paid for. Now she didn't scan $67 worth of groceries. I think it was a ham and something else. It was a ham, two items came to $67. She didn't scan them. And this lady, for $67, she spent $176. So it's not like she didn't spend no money. She spent some money. She spent $176. She ended up going to jail. The police came and got her for this whole self-checkout thing. And this is from, what is this? Walmart, because Walmart's the only place that does this. I don't know anyone else that's doing this. But Walmart sent the police on this lady because she didn't scan $67 worth of groceries. Now, she sat in jail for a few days because of this, and she ended up losing her job. She ended up losing her job, and I think she also, what else happened to her? She lost her job, and she also, I mean, they dropped the charges, but she got a mugshot. Her mugshots on the internet, all this stuff. Store charges got dropped, all that. But man, with this whole the whole self checkout thing, because I don't know, I don't think I have, because I don't get, I usually make sure I scan all that stuff. I'm looking as I do it. But if you don't scan something, should you go to jail? Should the police come get you? I mean, $67. The lady spent $176. I can see if she didn't buy anything, but she spent $176. She spent $176, and they put her in jail for $67. $67. I know it cost her more money in fees and whatever the heck she had to pay. I'm sure she had to spend some money. She has to spend some money to get up out of jail. I know she did. I know she did. But for this to happen, I don't know, man. It makes me think about self checkout now. It's like, dang, do I really want to do this? Do I want to mess around and not scan something and go to jail? Because they usually have somebody there watch you, and they got cameras all over. They got a camera right up top, looking right down at you, making sure you scan all that stuff. And they got another camera. They got cameras on you now. And I know at Walmart, I messed around and forgot to scan something. Had everybody looking at me like I'm trying to steal something. I'm like, hold on, man. I just made a mistake. I just made a mistake. Jesus. I don't even, like, if I got an item, I got two of the same item. I don't even scan one item two times. I scan them both. I don't want no misconception. Oh, you only scanned this one. You took the other one. Nah, we don't want that. We don't need no problem. So I make sure I scan all that. But this is wild. Wow, lady went to jail for $67 all over self-checkout. And let me tell you something. Everybody ain't no self-checkout person. Some people really be up there confused, messing the line up. We be standing in line 15, 20 minutes trying to get out of self-checkout. Self-checkout is supposed to be quick, in and out. I don't mind doing it because I'm going about my business. Now, if it's taking me longer to self-checkout than it takes me to have somebody checking me out, I'm going back to that. I don't like the fact that you can't buy alcohol through self-checkout. Why can't you scan your ID? Why can't we get this going? Scan your ID, put it in there like your credit card, bam, bam, scan it. They know how they are and let you go. Why we can't do that? But no, you got to go stand in line to get alcohol with self-checkout. I don't like all that. It gets on my nerves. And then some of the fruit and the vegetables, you don't know that some of that stuff be too small. Carrots, cucumbers has a barcode, but some of that stuff, ginger, sometimes the ginger don't have no barcode. I got to put it in. Now, I know what people do be doing. People do be going to get the organic stuff, and they'll put in another name for something else. I do know people do that. People pay for everything, but they'll get something that's less than the price they got, and they'll pay for it, and they'll get up out of there. That's what people be doing with the whole self-checkout thing. But how y'all feel about self-checkout? Y'all like self-checkout? Is self-checkout efficient, or you feel like it's extra work? My whole thing is, I don't think you should be able to be put in jail for that. I can see if a person was just skipping everything. But this lady went to jail, $67, because she didn't scan something at self-checkout. They got your picture. They got all your information. They got your card in there because she paid. They had a card information in there. She paid for it. And, dang, that's what happened. That's what happened. So I don't know what to say about that. What y'all think about self-checkout? You think it's going to go in more places? Because, self-checkout is taking it's rolling over to the airport. I don't know. I flew with JetBlue recently. And, you know how they scan your bag and stuff like that? You got to tag your own bag now. I don't know if you're going to the airports. You got to tag your own bag. And you got to take it over there and put it on the conveyor belt yourself. All the person does is look at it. Look, they're making you do more and more work. We're talking about, technology is helping us. Technology is putting the hustle and bustle back on us. Technology is making us work. That's what technology is doing. Technology is putting you back to work, and I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it too much. But yeah, this lady got in jail. She lost her career. So I think I don't know if she can sue, but hopefully she can. I don't know. She did. I mean, she did do it, but I don't think she should have went to jail for it. Though the charges are against her have been dismissed, she still feels damaged, can't be reversed. Tough thing is, how do you get caught How do you get out of people that are how do you get people out that are innocent? Any damage that is done to something is so ridiculous. See, it's not the fact that they dropped the charges, it's the fact that they put you on the news and they got you out there looking stupid. That's the problem. That's what I don't like. I like it, but as far as fruit thing, consumer fruit, apples, I like it, but as far as fruit, it can get confusing. Oh yeah, fruit and apple. Yeah, because they don't have no barcodes on none of the stuff. When you go to self checkout, they don't have no barcodes, none of that. And they only got one person there. Y'all need to have two people on both sides. Because one lady be confused. She be over there putting the code in. Excuse me, I need some help. Man, it's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my time. But the lady shouldn't have went to jail for it. I know that. She shouldn't have went to jail for $67. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. But like I said, they got you doing the work at the airport too now. Next time you go to the airport, pay attention. We used to go up there. They used to print the tag. They used to print. You used to have to go up there. They print the tag for you. They put the tag on there. Thank you. They do it. Now, when you go up there, what you got to do? You got to print the tag yourself, get your own boarding pass, and you got to put the bag on the weight your damn self. Hey, can you put your bag up here? You used to have somebody do this. You used to have somebody put the bag up here for me. Now I got to do it myself. Airport doing the same thing. Same thing. Airport got self-checkout too. Just with your bag. You doing all that stuff yourself. They used to have somebody do it for you. All this self-checkout, they're making you do more and more and more. We're paying to do the work. We got to pay attention. There are 4 different type of apples. As many, many, and more. Yeah, you got, what you got? Red apples, yellow apples, green apples. Yeah, there's a lot of apples out there. There is a lot of apples out there. A lot of apples out there. And you know what? With the self-checkout thing, they don't put on the fruit. And sometimes they don't have no barcode. I'm not walking back to the back. I'm like, oh, and you know, we go self-checkout. They don't have nobody go to the back for you. I'm like, well, what's this code? Well, I don't really know. And I can't go back there. Well, you better call somebody. Somebody got to go to the back. You better go get somebody. Somebody got to call somebody up here and go to the back. I need my stuff. I'm not walking back there. Then somebody skip me. Then I got to walk all the way back. Go get a new one because the barcode on here. No, I get on my nerves. What's the name? No, she should not. Nope, no, she should not. She should not have went to jail. She should not have went to jail for $67. She should not. But I think this might be a common thing, man. These little petty companies trying to put people in jail for all this stuff. But I read this article today that they're supposed to now put an invisible barcode all over the whole product. So no matter where you scan it, it'll scan anyway. Because look, the barcode's in a terrible place sometimes. You know, you got to scan, look here. I don't work here. I don't know how to do this. I used to, but I don't work here. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to scan no groceries. I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to do none of that. And I sure don't like doing that stuff at the airport. I sure don't like having to do like, hey, you remember the lady used to come by, help you? Hey, where you going? Oh, I'm going to sunset. Oh, okay. Well, you need help with your bag? Yes, I need help with my bag. Well, here, this is what you can do. Here, let me help you print your bag tag. Oh, thank you. Now, when you go there, they're standing right there at the line. Excuse me, do you have your bag? Do you have your bag tag? Can I see your ID? You got your boarding pass. They're just checking your docs. They're not helping nobody no more. I noticed this last time I went to the airport. They didn't help me. They made me do all the work. I didn't like it. I said, I guess I got to fly first class to get treated like somebody special. That's fine. Whatever. Where else y'all feel like self-checkout is going? Because I know it's really happening in the grocery stores. It's happening in the airport. I haven't really noticed it anywhere else. I'm starting to feel it like in the restaurants. It's not necessarily self-checkout, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of scanning the whole PDF. You know, I'm not a fan of having to scan the barcode or whatever to look at the menu. Look here. I like the big old menu. I like the menu. I like pictures. I want to look through it. Look, you got to, we don't have any menu. Just scan the table. COVID's over. COVID is over. Can we get a menu, please? Can we go back to getting the menu? Now I got to sit here and look it up all my stuff. I got to look it up myself. Are you ready to order? Well, look, I don't know what half of this is. Now I got to show you your phone. You can't see my phone. Some of the people got their vision's not good. They try to look at phone. I don't know what that is. Bring out the menus, please. Bring back the menus. Bring back the menus. Bring all this stuff back. I'm just trying to do all the work myself. The airport is charging us more money and they are doing less work. Yes, they are. They are charging us more money and doing less work, especially American Airlines. You got to pay $40 for the bag. If you go to the airport, it's $35 at home. How tacky is that? So just because I want to do it here in person, it's $5 more? Come on, man. They're trying to nickel and dime the hell out you, man. They're trying to nickel and dime the hell out you. I don't like it. I don't know what to do about it. But what does this have to do with cheap, not broke? Well, if you're going to spend your money, make them do the work. All right, make these people do the work. I'm not going to pay all this money and have to do the work. I didn't come here for that. I didn't come for that. Now I don't I don't valet. I don't valet. I still park my own car. I'm cool with that. I walk the quarter mile. I don't have no problem with that. But this other stuff, if I'm gonna pay my money, if I'm gonna get like a nice plane ticket, look, you lift the bag up and put it on there. If I'm playing first class, you put the bag on there. You put the tag on there. That's your job. I spent the money. I did my job by coming up with the money. Now you do your job by taking the money and do what needs to be done. That's what needs to happen. Self checkout. Self work, man. They're making us all do the work. They're making us all do the work. Next thing you know, next thing you know, you're gonna go to the oil, you're gonna go get an oil change. They're gonna have you doing the work. Hey, look, we just got the oil. I mean, you can do the work yourself. If you want $10 off, you can do it yourself, but we just got the oil. We won't do all that. AutoZone. I used to work at AutoZone. They used to come out there, put your windshield wipers on for you. They don't do none of that no more. I don't even know if they come outside and check your battery and your alternator. We used to have to do that. When I used to work at AutoZone, we had to come outside, check the battery, alternator, but then places started getting robbed, all that. So we had to stop going outside. But I'm sure maybe in some places they still got to do it. And groceries are expensive more than ever. Oh man. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's not talk about how let's talk about it. Groceries are more expensive than ever, and we're getting less than before. They're giving you less and less and less and less and less. The packages are getting smaller and you're paying more money. I noticed this with like chips. I got a bag of Doritos. Like, dang, ain't that many Doritos in here. The soap. Remember a bar of soap used to be a square. It used to be square. Now it's round. They cut off the edges and they're giving you less. Every bottle you get is concave. I'm trying to see if I can find a bottle. Do I have a bottle like that? No. Like, when you get a bottle, the bottom is like this. It's not flat. So when that happens, they're giving you less. The only people who stay true to the game are Pringles, but nah. Somebody said no. Pringles getting you too, because Pringles they made the tube slimmer. They made the tube a little slimmer, and they're giving you less chips. So we think we get the same. We're not. And then who else was it? I was just thinking somebody else. Arizona iced tea. They kept the price the same, but they shrunk the can. They're like, oh, we're praising you for keeping the can 99, the product 99 cents. They shrunk the can. Somebody showed us an old can from a couple years ago because they're big Arizona iced tea fans. And they put the cans together and it's clearly shrunk. So we're getting less. We're paying more and getting less. Scam. And that's not illegal. That's not fraud. If you charge somebody more money and give them less, you're going to jail or you're going to court. You're getting sued. But they can do this to us and we don't have no problem. We don't have no, what are we supposed to do about it? Every now and then you hear somebody filing a lawsuit for a company scamming them. Like, what was the lady? Somebody sued Wingstop because they said the boneless wings weren't wings, they're chicken breasts. Well, duh. I don't think that's a lawsuit, but people sue for anything. They sue for any damn thing. It's wild. It's wild. All right. That's all we got. Rent. Self-checkout. Is it efficient, or are they just making us do more work for more money? And is it going to get worse? Are we going to have to do more things out here and continue to pay? I think it will. They're talking about AI and all this technology, all this robot. Well, clearly it's not. It's not true. The robots and AI is supposed to help us. I don't see it. AI is damn sure at the self-checkout. And what are we doing? Doing the work. We're doing the work. All right, baby. Let's go to interesting news. Let's get on that interesting news. Shall we? Let's go. All right, it's time for interesting news. I don't know if y'all remember this. I think this was when did this happen? 2023. There was a Norfolk Southern had a train going through a town in Ohio when the train flipped over and spilled all these chemicals and caused a lot of problems. A lot of people lost their homes. Look, a lot of toxic fumes, all that stuff. So they had a whole situation there. I mean, it was just bad. I mean, I don't know if y'all remember this. Let me show you. Let me pull up the article so you can see it. But this was really bad. And I remember listening to this. I'm like, dang, are they going to get away with this? Are they not going to have to pay? And well, they did. Judge approves $600 million settlement for residents near fiery Ohio derailment. Federal judge on Wednesday approved $600 million class action lawsuit for Norfolk Southern Railroad offered to anyone who lived 20 miles. Okay, so if you're 21, 22, 25 miles, you're screwed, right? Okay. Well, last year's disastrous derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Let's get to the good stuff. Okay, $600 million. That's not a lot of money compared to how much that company has billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. $600 million is not much. It's a drop in the bucket for them. Now, what does $600 million break down to? Now, how many residents were there? Because there's quite a few residents. Where's the number? How many residents? It doesn't tell me. It told me. I think it was. Yes. 555,000. Oh, excuse me. 55,000 claims were filed, and only 370 households and 47 businesses opted out because they probably wanted to go sue and try to get money on their own. That makes sense. But what does this all break down to? Since the derailment, the railroad has offered residents in the community $108 million in assistance and paid for the massive cleanup. $108 million. That's nothing. So the judge ended up getting him $600 million, right? Now, what does $600 million break down to? $600 million breaks down to anyone who lives in 2 miles close to the derailment can get up to $70,000 per household for property damage and up to $25,000 for health problems. That's nothing. $70,000 per house. You can't buy no new house with no $70,000, and depending on what kind of health problems you have, $25,000 is not going to cover it. Those people are skated. They don't. When companies do this stuff, they don't really hold them accountable. You should have to come up with $1 billion. Everybody should get well more than $70,000. Everybody should at least get what, $200,000, $250,000. $70,000 is no money. You can't really start over and get a house with $70,000. And if you have like serious health problems with your kids, they're young. $25,000 is probably not going to take them a lifetime for all the health problems they cause. So $600 million is nothing. It sounds like a lot of money, but compared to how much money these people make, drop in the bucket. And then 10, 12 years later, you're still having some problems. That $70,000 has been gone. That $25,000 has been gone. That money's been gone. But yet, they just slide out with $600. It happens all the time. You remember 2008 when the housing crisis crashed and they gave the banks all the money and nobody got money for their mortgages? All the people lost their homes and the banks ran off with all the money. The banks caused the problem. You're the robber. You're the person who robbed everybody, and you get to keep the stuff and we go home. That's how it went. That's how it worked. $600 million for all the people, all them help. You know what kind of chemicals that stuff is, man? People gonna have lung problems, all kind of problems. And some of that stuff, it's just 2023. This is when it happened. Some of the stuff may not kick in till 2030, 2032. Then what? You should have to give these people lifetime health care. $25,000 is not going to do anything. And then see what they do is they run these trains through these small towns and communities. People don't have a ton of money there. They don't have money to go get no big time lawyers because you run it. Well, a nice rich neighborhood not gonna let you do it. But just like fracking, they go frack. Frack is when they go drill for oil. People have health problems with that stuff. People have a lot of health problems, and then they can't sue the companies because they don't have enough money, and the companies are so big, they're all buddy with the government. They can't do anything. $70,000 per household. Some of the people lost their whole house. Some people lost their entire house. House was valued. You don't even get the value of your house back. You don't even get the value of your house back. How does that work? The good old government screwing people over once again. I don't like it. Not a fan of it. I know we've been talking about Disney a lot lately, but I don't think Disney's gonna make it. Disney Disney has a password crackdown, making sure that people can't share Disney password. Now I know Netflix did the same thing, but I don't know if you still have Netflix. You can still share the password. They don't really care. All you gotta do is just send an email, send a code to somebody. If somebody's like sharing the password with you, or you sharing the password with somebody else, if you get locked out, all you gotta do is the owner of the account has to send an email to you or to themselves, give you the password, you can log on in, you're good to go. I just think what happens, from what I understand, is every so often it's going to kick you off, and if you don't get the password or if you don't get the code again, you can't get back on. Well, Disney's doing the same thing. All these places are doing the same thing. They don't want you sharing the service. They want you just paying per household. But look, that's not worth it. Netflix is not worth. If it's you live here and your mom lives somewhere else and your brother lives somewhere else. You got two brothers and sisters and it's four of y'all. It's four households. I don't think it's worth four households paying for Netflix. All four of y'all should share it because ain't nobody watching that stuff like that. Ain't nobody watching stuff like that. Now, I am watching the show Menendez Brothers. I don't know. I'm watching it. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. I don't like it. I don't like what they're doing with Netflix and the story. It's getting a little strange. But anyway, Disney is cracking down on the passwords, and they're saying if you want to share service, once again, they want you to pay a whole extra $7 to add somebody to the account. Hell, it's only $9.99. That's like more than half the price to add somebody to the account. Not doing that. Not doing that. I'm trying to tell you, listen, it's going to come a day where a lot of kids will not know who Disney is because your parents don't have enough money. If you don't have enough money, you're not going to Disney World. Listen, Disney World is in Florida and California. That's not close to everybody. Flights, hotels, 2 days at Disney, 2 kids, 2 parents, food, $3,000-$4,000. Easy money. And I'm pretty sure nobody really wants to spend that kind of money. Nobody wants to spend that kind of money. And where's my other story at? I got one more story for y'all. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I kind of do want to go to Disney. I hadn't been in a while. They're gonna open up a new attraction. I kind of want to go. I want to go in Florida. I kind of want to go a little bit. Just don't want to spend the money. Just don't want to pay I don't want to have to pay the hop park to park. I don't want to do that. And when did I go to Halloween Horror Nights? I went to Halloween Horror Nights. I want to say was it last year? I think I went to Halloween Horror Nights last year. With the Halloween Horror Nights last year, I think the tickets were like $120. I went like right before Halloween. Lines stupid long. I only got to like 4 attractions. Crazy. So I'm not gonna do that stuff again. And that's the thing about Disney too. You gotta wait in line. It'd be a lot of lines. I paid over $100, $200 to get in here, and I gotta wait in line. You can't do everything because there's so many people there. You gotta go to Disney like on a Tuesday. You gotta be there when the park open to get stuff done. Just like when you want to go to Six Flags, you got to go on a weekday and you got to get there early because everybody be there trying to ride all the stuff. And it's a pain in the ass to do that. It is a pain in the ass to do that. Where's my last story? Oh, shoot. I had one more story for y'all, but I can't find it. Oh, well. Well, here we go. Oh, well, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, here it is. The Boar's Head. Remember we talking about Boar's Head the other day? What was that nasty meat? Oh, man, I forgot them. What was the, which just worth something. We're talking about, well, anyway, the Boar's Head, they shut down the plant and they fired everybody. And it came out the plant manager wasn't doing his job. It was his fault. Dude was taking all kind of breaks, and he probably gonna go to jail. He's probably gonna go to jail for this because he wasn't doing his job. And that's sad. That's I don't know. I haven't been eating a lot of beef. I've been staying away from that stuff. I do like a good steak every now and then, but they shut the plant down, and they're not gonna do that no more. So, but the dude, it wasn't because it was just like a mistake. Like, no, the plant manager, like, I guess he wasn't up to the standards. They went and investigated this guy for a couple months and all this. I'm like, well, if you had a couple months, shouldn't y'all shut him down before the outbreak happened? But they got to tighten up. I don't really think the FDA does a good job of regulating food. I really don't. I watched a lot of documentaries, and they let a lot of self-regulate, just like Boeing. Boeing was able to self-regulate. When a company self-regulates itself, they're not gonna do the right thing. If you say, "Hey, listen, we're gonna write the rules, and if we make a mistake, we're gonna write our own punishment," who's gonna really punish themselves? Nobody. Ah, Liverworth. That was what it was. Liverworth. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hall. Liverworth. That's what it was called. Liverworth. Yeah, I don't know what kind of meat that was, but they shut them people down as they should. Nobody should be eating liverworth. You don't need that. Get you some turkey, get you some ham or something like that. But liverworth is not it. It's not it. So they shut the man down. Thank God for that. But like I said, yeah, I was watching. I've been watching all these documentaries. The FDA. So what happens is this with the FDA. I learned. You watch all these documentaries, you be learning stuff. What happens is this. This is how everybody's in cahoots. Everybody's in cahoots. You work for Boar's Head, right? Well, Boar's Head, you work for Boar's Head, and then you have the FDA over here. People from Boar's Head, people from all these other companies get hired by the FDA. Then they go work for the FDA for a little while. You go work for the FDA, you learn how the regulations work, you learn how all this stuff works on the inside. You have a lot of partners, a lot of people that you know on the inside. You leave the FDA, go work for a private company because you know how all the laws work. And if something happens, you know people on the inside. Or you leave the FDA and go start your own company and consult. And when things happen, people come pay you to figure out how things work because you who have worked for the FDA, you know how everything goes. You can't call them and ask them how it goes. You call a consultant, and people leave them. So everybody's working with everybody. Everybody's making money. So in that case, if the FDA is hiring people from these companies are hiring people from the FDA. We all making money going back and forth. Why would we? Why would anybody get in trouble like this? There's not nobody's really gonna go to jail. I mean, the manager might go to jail. He's gonna take the fall for this. But they're not really changing regulation, and people are not outraged. This can happen to anybody. People got sick. People died because of this, and it's not an outrage. People worried more about P Diddy than the liverworth than the deli meat. Children eat deli meat. Okay, people eat it at schools. Nobody's worried about the food. Nobody's worried about that because they don't run them news stories. No, baby oil. We're gonna run a news story on baby oil, but not the meat being bad. I got it. I got it. All right. All right. So that's what we got for tonight. Wednesday rant. Keep it short and sweet. We keep it short and sweet. What y'all think? But how y'all feel about the self checkout thing? What do you think? Should we get more of it or no? I started going to self checkout at Costco. Now at Costco, the lady, this one lady there, she a little aggressive. I don't like that. Are you ready to check out? Come on. Let me help you check these out. I'm like, hold on, lady. I can do it yourself. You yelling in my ear. You're being too aggressive. Relax. Relax. Now, I wish she had her attitude at some of the other places I go, because some of the other places I go, self checkout people, they be wandering around, or there's nobody there. Because that's my big problem with it. When the machine mess up, I gotta wait 15 minutes to get some help. So you know what I do? I just leave and I just go somewhere else. I just go to another station. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. It's not my problem. Y'all fix it. I like them, but people stay stealing. They are people do stay stealing. They do. And the people you have at the door are not about to do anything. If somebody want to steal, they're gonna steal. They're gonna get their ass right out of there. Now I have seen some grocery stores got armed guards. They got people with guns. They got like armed security with bulletproof vests. Hey, look, we just in here to buy some fish, chicken, and milk. We don't need all that. But in LA, some of these grocery stores a little rough. You got homeless people that come in there. I've seen it several times. I've seen people steal with my own eyes. I'm not about to say anything. It's not my store. I don't want no problem. Hey, that guy's backpack's full of stuff. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If y'all see somebody stealing, do you say anything? More self-checkout means less workers. More self-checkout means less workers. Yes, less jobs. yeah. No, more self-checkout means less workers. Technically not, because you're doing the work for free. You are a worker now. When you self-checkout, you are a worker. We should be able to file this self-checkout on my taxes. Look, I've come to self-checkout all year. I've at least clocked about 15 hours. I should be able to file this on my taxes. To get shot over some bananas is crazy. Yeah, and yeah, that's crazy. Like, yeah, do they? I mean, are you going to shoot people over the groceries? Yeah, get shot over some bananas. Get shot over some bologna. That's wild. Can't wait till they implement the pickup, scan, and go like Amazon stores. I haven't been into that store. I haven't been into the pickup, scan, and go. I know Amazon, you just scan your card, you put everything in there, you scan it, and you just leave out, and it charges you for everything. But I don't know about that because my card might decline on the way out. And they might get me. Hey, man, you got to come back. Card decline. Oh, shit, I'm bad. My bad. My bad. Let me transfer a little money. My fault. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But yeah, I think it's coming to that. It's going to be more self checkout, more like look, everybody's trying to pinch a penny. Every company is trying to pinch a penny. We know what's coming. I'm going to tell you what's coming. What's going to be next? To save money, they're going to make us walk our ass. They're going to make us walk the bag to the plane. We're going next coming, we're going to have to take the bag to the plane. They're going to get rid of the baggage man, and you're going to have to get off the plane and get your bag plane side. Like, no. Hey, bag man is no longer here. Come get your bag right now. And you're going to have to get him out of here. They're going to do that. They're going to get rid of the bag man, and we're going to have to put our own planes, our own bags up under the plane. Somebody got to crawl. You got the rock, paper, scissors. Somebody got to crawl under the plane, or we can't go. Who's getting up under the plane to crawl in there? Not me. I'm not crawling my paper. Hey, look at the thin guy. Get with the cheap, not broke shirt on. I'm not getting my ass up under that plane. No, sir. I worked hard. I'm not getting up under no plane. That's not me. That is not me. Well, I hope the lady she gets her. I hope she gets her job back. I hope she gets her life back on track. Nobody should lose. Life should be in shambles over $67. Nobody should be going to jail over 60. I don't think you can go to jail in California for what? Somebody said $950. I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot. If you can steal $950 worth of stuff and not go to jail, shit, hey, you incentivizing me. You incentivizing me. You can steal $950 and nothing happened? No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But what they did do just the other day out here, so what they do in California, man, these kids, they'll all run and go rob the place. It'd be like 50 people going to rob the place. Like flash mob robbery. Like, that's why I don't care how many security guards you got. It's 50, 75 people running here and stealing from you. Yeah, you can't shoot everybody. You can't do that. And that's what they're doing. They run in, smash and grab, flash mob robbery, whatever the hell you want to call it. 50 people run into the store, everybody takes stuff and run out. That's wild. That's why I would have never did anything like that in high school. I'm not into that stealing. But the fact that these kids are doing this, but you now see they got technology, these cameras zooming in right on you. Bam, got your face plastered all over the news. It's no good. They're gonna find you. Where is it? In Denver. In Denver, they just put up 75 cameras around the city just to scan license plates for tags, for stolen cars. But man, best believe they're gonna turn that into something else. They're gonna find a way to charge you. It's gonna be a toll, and they're gonna have everybody's tag, just like in New York. So they're gonna figure this out, man. Don't let all this AI stuff fool you. They making you work more and making you pay more. That's what they're doing. All right, everybody. That's the show for tonight. Back tomorrow, Thursday night, regular show. It is no longer Wednesday, so no Wednesday night rant tomorrow. Back. Hey, make sure you go to cheapnotbroke.com. Check out the website. Grab you some merch. Make sure you go to Cheap Not Broke on Instagram. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I just put up a video. I just put up a couple videos, a couple shorts. A couple shorts been doing well. So if you've been watching, liking the shorts on my page, thank you. And we had like a whole 15 new subscribers come to the page because of those shorts. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for coming. And thank you all for the comments. Thank you. Josh Brown, Johnny Hall, Phyllis Hall, E, Shauna, and everybody. Oh man, E. Oh, we usually I got a picture, man. I had a picture of us from school, from graduation, man. I'm gonna show it to you. I gotta text, I gotta send it to you. And what else? I'm not going to homecoming this year. I usually go to homecoming, but I'm not going to homecoming this year because it costs a lot of money. And I got other things to pay for. So But shout out to my guy E, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Hope all is well. And everybody else, hope all is well for you. Have a good, safe night. And we are going to be back tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. And I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll find out tomorrow night. Cheap Not Broke. Thank you for subscribing. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Take care.